plan, and he has a schedule, and he has a sequence, and he has a structure, gives comfort, whether he shares it with me or not. For God often knows things that he chooses not to share. Like parents don't always share with the children, and children don't always tell their parents. It is possible to have information and not espouse the information to you, but the Lord knows when. It's like children going on a ride, and they're in the back seat of the car, and they keep saying to you, "Are we there yet?" Yet they are comfortable to ride on the car in the uncertainty of not knowing where they are in the journey. They are confident because they know that their father or their mother has the wheel. Are we there yet? I don't know whether we're there yet. I don't know whether we're at the end of suffering. I don't know whether we're at the end of sacrifice. I don't know whether we're coming to harvest or not. Are we there yet? But I do know who holds the wheel. And as long as I know who holds the wheel, I'm not worried about where I am in the journey, because I know before we got in the car, you had a plan, you had a map, you had a strategy, you had a timing, and I'm going to wait on you. Jesus at one point tells his disciples, he says, "Henceforth I call you no longer servants, but friends, for a servant knoweth not what his master doeth." It is possible to serve God and not know when. It is possible to be your parents' child and not know, are we there yet? It is possible to be going through a process of healing and know it's coming, but don't know when. But then when is also a promise, because it lets me know that God has a when. That whatever I'm going through, I will not always go through it, that sooner or later God has set a date, and God, you didn't hear, I don't think you heard the power of what I said. God has a when. He's not making this up as he goes. He's not just contemplating. He's not just figuring out. He's not just responding to your moves, your attitudes, and the attacks of the enemy and the things your friends say about you. God is not making it up as he goes. You are not at the mercy of your detractors, your critics, your haters. You are only at the mercy of the timing of God. And God knows when. From the book of Job, the oldest book of the Bible, Job says to us, "The Lord knows the way that I take, and when he has tried me, I shall come forth as pure gold." I might not come forth today. I might not come forth tomorrow.
Yeah, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. How y'all feeling this morning? How y'all feeling this morning? Yo, I need everybody to unmute. Y'all already know the drill. I'm gonna unmute every single person. I want y'all to make some noise. I want y'all to start y'all morning off strong, y'all. Let's go. Let's get it, y'all. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it, y'all. I need everybody to unmute. Everybody unmute. Let me make sure y'all, hold on. Let me do this right here. Let me do this right here. There we go. There we go. There we go. All right. Hold on. Hold on. There we go.
Here we go.
You better unmute. I want you to.
Good morning. Good morning.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Let's go. Let's go.
Good morning, good morning, good morning.
Everybody.
Let's go.
Sunny morning. Let's go.
Let's go.
Morning. Let's go. It's a great day. We gotta do it. Let's go. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Let's get it. Let's get it.
Family, let's get it.
Millionaire.
Let's get it started.
Good morning. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Good information yesterday.
All right, I love it, y'all. I love it. I love it. I need everybody to go in that Telegram chat. I want y'all to let them know that we live, y'all. I want y'all to know we live in the Telegram chat right now. Tap in. It's day 4. It's day 4. How y'all feeling? Let me know how y'all feeling in the chat. You got one word to describe how y'all feeling. Put it in the chat. I want to see how y'all feeling right now, man. It's day 4. Grateful, blessed. prosperous, awesome, phenomenal, amazing, pumped. Man, how many of y'all actually done more work in these last 4 days than you've done in the last 4 months of your life? Put me in the chat if that's you. Let's just call it out. You've done more work in 4 days. You've seen more progress in 4 days than you've seen in the last 4 months of your life. And really, I want everybody to know you've always had it in you, right? It's in you. You just need the right environment to help bring it out. You just need the right environment to help bring it out, y'all. So I'm super excited. Y'all already know what the accountability calls. The man of the hour, Coach Crew, the Mindset Mogul. That is the person that's going to run this show and make sure that we got the spark that we need this morning, that light that we need this morning to go out there and execute. My brother, man, my business partner, my mentor. Y'all know the drill by now. Y'all haven't heard me say it time and time again, but I'm going to always reinforce it because that's how much I'm appreciative. I'm grateful to be able to have this type of family. You know, I talk about this family legacy meeting a lot. And, you know, people be like, damn, not my family. You know, my family don't be want to do this. And I'm like, well, I'm blessed because this is my brother. And we go out there, we buy real estate, we build businesses, we go impact the world together. Y'all haven't even met my other brother, Jamel, who all the life insurance stuff that I talked about yesterday. He's the real expert. He sets up all of our life insurance policies. Right? These are the things that we do. You know, so we understand the power. When we talk about family legacy, we're living proof of it, y'all. We're living proof of it. So this is what I want to do, man. I want y'all to make some noise. I'm going to unmute everybody one more time. I want y'all to make some noise. I want y'all to give Coach Crew some love. I want y'all to give him some energy. I want y'all to shout. I want y'all to clap. I want the neighbors next door to be like, what the hell is going on? Who is the Mindset Mogul? What they doing on that screen? I want y'all to make some noise. Let's go.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's
Yes,
go.
Ready. Let's
Let's go.
Hey,
Let's get
much,
this.
much love and light, millions of
Yeah,
you.
let's get it started.
Right.
Gonna fuck around.
Oh yeah, we gotta get this right.
Love, love. Good as
Money on.
S-U-T.
The money on.
Morning.
Good morning, folks.
Morning, everybody.
Good morning, Daddy.
Yo, I appreciate the love, everybody. I told y'all, keep giving me that love. I love getting the love. Keep getting that love. Ramel, can you also make Sunshine co-host so that way she can let people in and out? So that way, you know, we're not worried about that. All right, cool. So thank you everyone for just showering me with love. I appreciate that. As you know, it's all about love, connectivity, and financial prosperity. The thing is, you met us on the financial prosperity side, but without the love, without the connectivity, it's hard to reach the financials, right? So if you can get all the money in the world, you have nobody to share it with. It's pretty much a lonely ride, right? It's not fun. So community is everything, right? We want to build an environment that truly helps us grow. You know, I don't know about you, but I know me. I love being in nature. And then when I discovered that humans, we are nature by default. We're nature. It's something about connecting to each other, right? So I want to know for everybody, before I even get into, you know, any participation, just want to kind of say a few things. It's just literally think about it this way. There aren't any mirrors in nature. Do you know why there aren't any mirrors in nature?
Thank you. You too.
You know why there aren't any mirrors in nature? Just put it in the chat. I want to know if y'all know, because the reason why there aren't any mirrors in nature, this might be some reflections. You might see a puddle of water, something like that, and glass or something, whatever, rocks. But the point is, humans, we mirror each other. You ever get upset with somebody? It's like, now you don't want to speak to that person because of something that they did, right? Like, maybe also do the flip side of it, where somebody doesn't want to speak to you, or they act funny to you, and you think that they're the ones acting funny. But as we just mentioned, you didn't speak to that person because of something that they've done, right? So when you start to look at your life, or even if you had an argument with someone, you're the one still carrying that burden, even though you think that they are wrong, right? Like, you think that this person is in the wrong, and then the whole day you can't get it out your mind, right? Because you think that they did something to you, and you're carrying around the burden after y'all had that argument.
If you can relate, put Yana in the chat. If you can relate, if you ever had an argument with somebody and then you're the one that's holding the argument bag, the sad bag, the mad bag throughout the day, and it's hard to shake, put Yana in the chat. You are not alone. That's what Yana stands for. So just kind of relating on that note. But what I want to really get to is this: environment. Like, who are you around, right? Because the reason why that person was mad or the person was upset is because of the other people or the other experiences that they were having with that individual wasn't what they wanted, right? The only reason why we truly get mad or upset is if something doesn't go the way we want it to go. If we start to realize that it's something like that, that's so simple that the only reason why I got upset is because it didn't go the way I thought it was going to go, then we can start to change what makes us sad, what makes us happy, and we can start to move with power. But it takes somebody to show you that, right? Because everything that I'm saying, I had to be shown. I had to be exposed to. Everybody put exposed in the chat. You have to expose yourself to beautiful environments. You have to expose yourself to the life that you truly want, right? In this day and age, more than ever, you can test out the life that you want. You want to get your dream car, you can go and test it out. You go on Toro, rent it out for the day, for the weekend. You want your dream house, you can go on Airbnb or another place, another platform, Peerspace, right? And you can rent out these spaces to see how would it feel if I was living here, if I had this, or if this was my everyday experience, right? So now more than ever, you're able to try out. Same thing with these communities, right? We allow you in our community, try this community out and see how much you like it. See how much production you get. See how much love you receive. See how much we make you feel like the person you know you are, which is amazing, right? If you've been loving this community, put I love this community, but please spell it with the LUHV. If you've been loving this community, put I'm loving this community in the chat. So when we start to think about it, it's not just, it just happened because you paid $297, $497. It's not just because you're platinum or you're VIP. By the way, everybody who's not platinum, upgrade to platinum tonight because there is a community event, platinum networking night tonight, 5 p.m. Eastern time, I believe, but we'll make sure that's the right time. I think that's the time. But the point is, if you're not platinum, if you didn't see yourself as platinum, why not? If you don't see yourself connecting to this community, why not? When community creates opportunity. The reason why you have the opportunity to get funded is because you came to this community. The reason why you have an opportunity to have real estate investment is because you came to this opportunity, came to this community, you came to this place, you came to this structure, you came to this setting, came to this Zoom, right? So understanding that before you even got to the Zoom, before you even got to this place, it was about your language. Remember, we keep speaking about that. That's the running theme throughout this week is the language, because if you believe you can, you believe you can't, either way, you're right. So when you talk about language, I want everybody now to understand what language is. Language is a seed that you are sowing for the garden of your future. Your language is the seed that you're sowing for the garden of your future. The reason why I want you to see it that way is because if you start to understand that my words carry weight, everything I say matters, that when you start speaking intentionally and you start putting yourself in a position to really have the life you truly deserve, a life you truly want, versus just randomly talking, versus just saying things that make people feel good, or just saying things just because it sounds good, right? You want to be intentional and you want to have integrity. That's what's going to cause impact, right? So when you work with principles, principles work with you. But when you work against principles, principles work against you. So when you're getting to that person and that person's upset, that person did something to you and you're mad at that person, and now you're arguing with that person, you're going against principles because that's you that you're arguing with. Remember I told you the other person is your mirror. That's you. So when you're arguing with you, you make yourself feel bad. That's not the other person making you feel bad. You are feeling bad. You're just shifting the blame to the next person because you're working against the principles. The principles say if you work with the principles work with you. So when you understand that it takes a village to raise a person, it takes a village to raise a millionaire, it takes a village, it takes a community, it takes an environment to build millionaires. then you understand you must stay in that environment. Now, if you work against that principle, what happens? You start slacking off. You start falling off. You start, being a person who is out of integrity. You're no longer holding yourself accountable and you're not being consistent. This is probably something you've already experienced before you came here, right? But we're done with the past, right? We learn from the past. We see the present, but we operate where? In the possibilities. Everybody put possibilities in the chat. So it's all about community, right? As you grow within, everything else around you grows. Put that in the chat too. As I grow within, everything else around me grows. So your level of community that you currently have is based upon your thoughts, based upon your mind. Why? Because we operate from the world in which way we think things are, right? So do you think millionaires hang around people who are not millionaires? So if you're a millionaire, who should you be hanging around? So if everybody who came on this panel are millionaires, shouldn't you stay in this community? Isn't this a millionaire community, right? If you want to be the next one, then you got to make sure you got millionaire friends. But if you want to be broke, you just, be around the broke people and be around the poor people, people who pass over opportunities regularly. So I really want to just put an emphasis on changing your roots, right? Like your beliefs, whatever your beliefs are, you got to transform your beliefs. Those are your roots, right? Your beliefs keep you rooted into the reality that you have. So if you're tired of seeing the same reality, you really want transformation, you got the applications from yesterday, you filled them out, you're ready to join a community, you want to be part of something bigger, you want to be part of something greater, you want something to help accelerate you, you want to have people that you can call on, lean on, push and motivate you and inspire you, and you do the same for those individuals, then community is where it's at. Everybody drop community in the chat. Everybody put community in the chat. Remember, I asked y'all before, I said, audit your attention. Audit your attention. See, the friends who are not pushing you to be great, the friends who are diminishing your goals, the friends who are downplaying your dreams, the friends who say you can't be what you say you are, you got to let those friends go right now. You got to let those friends go right now. Right? Because guess what? You got to be a person of action. See, a cubicle 1,000 is a person that sits around and they wait for things to happen. Is that you? Are you sitting around waiting for things to happen? Yeah, I paid my money here, but I'm going to make sure, Boone, Ramel, and Smitty and crew get me to where I want to be. I'm not going to do anything. I paid y'all. Y'all do. If that's you, you're cubicle 1,000. You'll sit right where you're at. Mailbox Millionaire, you get up, you make things happen, right? When you think about doors, right? When you think about doors, it's do or. When you think about doors, right? Doors lead to opportunities. Doors lead to opportunities. Doors open for the doers. You have to become a doer, a person that does something. If you want to open up these next doors, you want to get into a world where you are the star of your movie, you become the person that earns the right to have the experience of being a millionaire, you got to become a doer. Everybody put a doer, D-O-O-R-S. Take out the hyphen, it says doors, right? Doer, you got to be a doer. You got to be a person that does the work to earn the right to have the experience. So what I want to do right now is I want to ask a little bit from yesterday, right? So everybody's been getting in this beautiful environment. Everybody's been pumped up, excited. But I want to know from yesterday, Ramel gave you his heart and soul. I don't know if y'all heard it, but I heard it. Man, him and I was on the phone today. I was like, yo, bro, you getting sick or something, bro? He's like, nah, man, I just gave him my all. I said, just left everything on the line. That's right. He left everything on the line. Everything on the line. Everybody put everything on the line. Put it in the chat, everything on the line. Everything on the line, because if you don't move like that, you're not going to get the life you want. You got to look at it as everything you do matters. Everything got to be on the line, y'all, like everything. So what I want to do is I want to bring a couple people up. Raise your virtue hand. If yesterday's information that Ramel was giving you was overwhelming or super impactful, I want to know, because he had y'all doing a lot of number crunching. I know y'all was over there like, my thumbs hurt, but I'm still getting to it, right? I want to know, was it overwhelming or was it impactful? And I want your real honest thoughts and opinions, because that's the only way we're gonna grow up, right? Glow up, excuse me. So let's continue to go. Who had their hand up first? I think it was Aries. Let's go with Aries. What's up, Queen?
Good morning. Good morning. How are you?
Doing fantastic. How are you feeling today?
I'm doing great. It wasn't overwhelming. It was very impactful. Sometimes the truth hurts a little bit. So, it's just trying to come to realization of being able to sit that much money in a universal index. I have a variable, but I don't have a universal. I have a VUL, but he was sitting money in a IUL. So that's something to look into. That was very informative.
Absolutely. Everybody send some love to the queen in the chat, please. Let's continue to go. The reason why we're asking once again is because we want to know if you're overwhelmed or inspired, right? Like, we just want to know. Like, and the reason why we want to know is because it's important to gauge the community. We're the community, right? Let's continue to go. Let's go with Quandra.
Good morning, everybody. I feel like the information that Ramel gave yesterday was spot on. I am studying for real estate. So for me, I've always wondered, like, how is these, I don't want to use the word, but how are these people able to leverage their life insurance and really be millionaires? And so the way he provided all of those concepts were very valuable to me. And I can't wait to use those same concepts to become a millionaire as well. I can't wait to be my own bank, put my money in my own bank, and have generational wealth for my children just like him.
Love that. Remember, language. Do you mind being coachable real fast? All right, cool. So just it's these little subtleties, everyone, that affects us the most, right? It's the little things that make the big difference. So if y'all want, y'all can write that down. The little things that make the big difference. And y'all know when you're in relationships, that's the first thing that somebody would say. It's the little things, right? That count, right? You know that. Come on, stop. So look, when we say I can't wait, it's really telling you that you can't wait for it. You can't wait for the blessing to be upon you. That's really what's happening. It's a message that you're sending to the universe, and then it doesn't show up to you, and then you wonder why it doesn't show up. Hey, why didn't it show up? Because you said that you can't wait for it. So instead, just say, I'm awaiting my blessing, or I'm looking forward to this blessing. Gotcha. Right? Like, just remember the language, y'all. Like, I know it's something so small, but what did I say? It's the small things that make the biggest differences. So just everybody send some love to Queen in the chat.
Thank you.
No problem. All right, let's go to Raheem. Did you change your name to Raheem? He said I'm him. All right. What's up, Ken?
Good morning, everyone. Information overload is an understatement. At this point, I'm just getting I'm a computer guy, I'm a tech guy, so I'm just kind of I'm getting my files together. I'm organizing my files, so to speak, to put this information where it needs to go. One of the most impactful things that really stood out yesterday to me was the flexibility, and I knew somewhat about the permanent whole life insurance. I got one myself recently, like earlier this year, because like my goal for this year was to start, something similar to the Rockefeller Trust of 1934. So I'm going to make that a reality for my family. So seeing the way Ramel laid it out for us and showed us and gave us even more than what you can even Google, or what you can even read in the Rockefeller Trust itself, so that's invaluable. I mean, I'm over the moon.
Okay, question. What are you going to do with the information? Because it's one thing to receive information, it's another thing to apply it. Well, what are you going to do with the information?
I'm gonna apply it strategically, because I have so many ideas and so many already moving parts. Once I get what I need to make these parts actually move, the sky's the limit, and I'm going to apply this for generations. Trust me. That's why I'm recording that. That's why I'm writing everything down. Not recording, but I'm writing everything down for record. And even when I make these notes electronic, at some point, somebody's going to be able to find these somewhere in one of my properties, land somewhere, and my son, my kids, or somebody, they'd be able to read it and put it all together. So,
100%. 100%. So make sure you tap in, join the community. I don't know if you fill out your application, but we'll get to that later. But just put yourself in a position to make sure that can really come true. Like do everything that you can do that's in your possible realm right now, not tomorrow, not the next week, not sometime later, right now. Do everything that's in front of you right now that leads you to your ultimate goal. Please do that. And that goes for everybody. Can you everybody send love to Raheem, please? Thank you, Kane. Appreciate you, brother.
Raheem, it's Raheem.
You Raheem today.
I am him.
You Raheem today. Boy, you him. Right. Let's go with Lisa. What's up, Lisa? Lisa, you're on mute.
I gotta hit that thing 3 times. Good morning. How are y'all doing this morning? For me, it was impactful. Impactful because I have been associated for a number of months now. I'm a Mailbox Millionaire, been to several boot camps, just staying close to the fire. And I heard things last night that I did not hear before. So you were absolutely right, Coach Crew, when you said Ramel poured it out. He put it all on the line last night. And so the thing that was most impactful that I did not know was about the life insurance. And I'm a life insurance agent. And so to hear that you could leverage the life insurance to be able to get a real estate line of credit, that part I did not know. So it's like, you can't just think to yourself, oh, I know enough, or I've been to enough boot camps, or I've been to enough this. Anytime y'all put something out, I'm coming, because I want to know everything that needs to be known so that I can execute it and implement it and do what I need to do. So I started looking at all of my policies, because if it's one thing not to have the credit or the money, but if you have something that you do have, you'd be like Moses, use what you have in your hand to get the job done. And I have the life insurance policy, so I'm going to look at those and see how I can ensure that I can make some moves with what was given.
100%.
So thank you.
Everybody, look, you got to do the best with what you have. Like, that's just the reality of it. Like, you have to do the best with what you have. You can't wish for what we would say less trouble or anything like that. Just wish for more wisdom, right? Like, y'all know Jim Rohn. Come on, stop playing. Wish for more wisdom, y'all. Like, this is why we have this community, right? This is what Lisa's talking about. She's saying, look, I've been around for a while, but damn, like, I keep coming around and I keep getting more information and more information, because she's wishing for more wisdom, right? And to be real, like, everybody put next level in the chat. Put next level, because even she just mentioned to you, she's a life insurance agent and still didn't know that she could leverage certain plays, right? And that's the power of community, right? Everybody want one-on-one. Give me one-on-one. Stop with the one-on-ones, y'all. Group calls, okay? So that way, when somebody else speaks and they give out some information that you probably weren't even thinking about, but since you were in the room, now you got to hear. Like, come on, it's a no-brainer. Group, community. The one-on-ones, that's a different type of thing. All right, cool. So everybody send some love in the chat for Lisa. Let's continue to go. I want to bring up like 2 more people. Unfortunately, can't bring everybody. If you do 30 seconds or less when you come up, we can fit more people. I want to go to Zoom user because I haven't heard from you, but Zoom user, what's your name, Queen? I'm going to ask you to unmute right now. Oh, you muted it back. Unmute.
Hello?
Yes. But why you answering like it's a phone call? Hello?
I met you when y'all came out here in LA. I don't know if you remember.
Yeah, 100%.
Okay. I'm doing good. I'm doing well. The information that Ramel provided yesterday, I want to say it was a little overwhelming just because it was like a new language to me. And it just opened up my mind. I actually heard something about it, but it didn't click to me. But then yesterday when he dissected, it was like, okay, this makes sense. And like Lisa said, I can't wait to start looking at my policies to see what I can do now with this information. It was really, really good. And eye-opener for me.
I love that. Only thing y'all know what I'm gonna say. Language.
Oh, I'm looking forward. I am looking forward to start going through these things.
100%. Great stuff, Queen. So yeah, we did meet back in LA. And as we mentioned, this is part of the community, right? When you are getting part of the community, when we have these Mogul meetups, you'll have a chance to meet us in person, see us in the flesh, real time. And that's a whole different vibe, right? A whole nother vibe. But I just want y'all to know, community, right? So who here, like, understood what Ramel was saying, if you understood what Ramel is saying, you see the possibility of what you can use this tool as, put a 1 in the chat. Put a 1 in the chat, just so she can see that you're not alone, Queen. So now, okay, if it's overwhelming to you, guess what? You have access to hundreds of other people who may feel like, yo, I know exactly what I can do with this. You partner up together, and then now you go out there and make something happen. See, the thing is this. Most of us are interpreting information as if we're going to be the sole person utilizing it, right? You just got to pick up as much as you can pick up, because if you pick up as much as you can pick up, the other person picks up as much as they can pick up, and now you know, okay, cool, I'm not the expert at this part, but I know this part. Now y'all come together, form like Voltron, and now you're making something great with each other. That's the key. You're not meant to grasp all the information in the world. You're just meant to get the best parts that work for you. That's what you're meant for, right? Everybody send some love in the chat. Change your name, Queen, because you got Zoom user up there.
Okay, I am.
All right, great stuff. All right, time for 2 more, and then that's it. Ramel, you want to bring somebody up?
Oh no, you keep going. I think we got Jasmine. Let's do the next 3. Let's do Jasmine Monk.
Hey, good morning. Oh, can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Hey, good morning, everyone. I would say it was overwhelming and inspirational for me. A lot of information. My husband has been following you guys for quite some time. So the life insurance policies, he told me about them before. I had no idea what he was talking about, but it's different this week. Everything has really hit different. And me and my husband were doing this challenge together. And I told him, I was like, this is it. I'm like, we're going to do this now. We have to do this. I'm like, it's right now. And yeah, I'm just blown away, but it's in an exciting way where I'm like doing the homework. What are the next steps? And, I filled out my application last night, and I'm not excited. It's not even the word. I'm just like, we're going to do this. It's like, I'm so pumped. Like I hadn't got any sleep this week. Like it's real. And I'm ready for what's to come. I'm like, we're ready. I was like, this is it. We're going to do this. So it was kind of both. And I really love the storage unit plays. Like I love the different streams of income. I've always been about that. I'm an entrepreneur. I have several different things I'm doing, and all the different things he was talking about with the storage unit, the content creator studio. I was like, what? I mean, it's something that, I'm like, oh, like the possibilities there, but it's just something that I just didn't know. So it was, yeah, that's
100%. Everybody send some love to the Queen. One thing I want everybody to say, when we get up here, we talk about multiple streams of income, don't leave off the most important part. Multiple streams of income off of one acquisition. The reason why that's important, because that starts to train your mind to make money or make impact from one thing, right? So this helps you practice with being creative with everything. Like it just, because now every time you see one opportunity, you're going to see how can I maximize this opportunity? It creates maximization of your opportunities when you speak the language of multiple streams of income from one acquisition. So say that one more time, Queen, so that way it's in your brain, and then you could
multiple streams of income.
Multiple streams of income.
Income from one acquisition.
Say it again, Jazz. Say the whole thing.
Multiple streams of income from one acquisition.
Right. Absolutely. That's what we call becoming more effective in less time. Right? If you got to go start 5 businesses, that's a lot of time that you have to delegate to go start those other businesses versus having one business and being able to add on to that business structure, that business model. So great stuff, Queen. Absolutely love that. Everybody send some love in the chat. Send some love in the chat. Let's go with Reva. Is it Reva or Reva? Oh, you're on mute still.
Hello?
Yeah.
Hey, I just walked into work with
Oh, we got cut off. We getting cut off, Queen. You want to put it in the chat? Put it in the chat.
Okay, I'll put it in the chat.
Yeah, put it in the chat. All right, so and then definitely raise your hand again at some point because we want to bring you back up. Anytime somebody raises their hand, we want you to actually be able to speak. So, just raise your virtual hand again. If it's not today, it's tomorrow, but at least come back up and be able to share what you want to share. Let's go with Sunshine. Sunshine, what's up?
Grand Rising family. Real quick, so y'all know him as Mogul Lifestyle, Ramel, he's King Rodamy. I am not new to him at all. This is actually my mentor, but last night was real different for me. Leaving it all on the table is an understatement. What you did last night, King Rod, was absolutely amazing. It was one point when I actually caught goosebumps. Like I had goosebumps like all over me. I was like, yo, what is happening right now? This is not new information for me. And I haven't always been the one to move with speed at all. I don't even post all the stuff that I'm supposed to post. But let me tell you what happened last night, though. Myself and another mentee in here actually got on a whole phone call and was talking about like $1 million business deals with somebody else in this group. And if nothing happens, and this is all after that call last night, if nothing else happens, there was definitely a strategic partnership that was built last night. And so if that wasn't moving with speed, like whatever you had going on last night, that ran through me. You lit that fire back under me, King, like no other. I just want to tell you, I appreciate you. I'm home. I'm not going anywhere. We have over 200 people in here. I suggest y'all get with this program. There's no place like it. Get in here, family. Get in here.
Right, great stuff. Everybody send some love to Sunshine. I want to just speak on that. Yeah, once again, like the community is big. We want you to work with each other. As we mentioned this time and time out, you say, hey, look, it's not about, networking up. It's about networking across. Like, to be real transparent, that's just what it is. Like, when you pay to get into a program and get into, to get coaching or mentorship, you're really paying for a little bit of sauce. But the biggest gain is the gain of the environment, the people, the community, the partnerships. Like, that's really it. So if you're not maximizing the partnerships, then you're kind of doing yourself a disservice. If you're not networking in here, this is why I gave everybody the task to have at least one accountability partner per day, right? So that way you can get to know at least 5 people on a real basis, right? Like, get to actually know that person. And if you walk away with 5 new partners that can help you in your life and in your business, come on, that's a win right there. Sometimes all it takes is one partner. You get one partner. When you get that one partner, you make millions of dollars with that one partner. It was all worth it at the end of the day, right? So great stuff. Just wanted to transition back to Reva. Everybody send some love to Sunshine in the chat. But Reva said it was impactful, right? She wrote in the chat, it was impactful. Are you able to speak now, Queen, or you still a little laggy? Go ahead. Great stuff, Sunshine, by the way.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we hear you.
Yes. I wanted to say it was very impactful. It was very impactful. Like the queen who just was on said before, I got goosebumps as well. Like I got chills. I can feel it like just flowing through my blood. I knew about the leveraging money on your life insurance policy, but I didn't know to what extent you can do it. And it's just all the information that they've been given from day one to every day. It's just been very impactful, and I'm very excited about it. I'm super amped about it, and I just want more. I want more, and I've been taking action as well.
Absolutely love that. Everybody take action in the chat. Great stuff, Queen. Send some love in the chat if you haven't already. Great stuff. Absolutely. Every time we give you a chance to come up here, this is really a chance for you to practice to become that star of your own movie, the star of your show, the person that runs and operate your life. Like, the reason why sharing in front of people is so important, because that's what you do as a business owner. That's what you do as a partner. That's what you do as an investor. That's what you do in life anyway. You just share. So the more that we can share, the more that we can grow. So let's just continue to go. I'm going to call on Eddie.
Good morning, everybody. How are we all feeling today?
Feeling great. How are you feeling today?
Pretty good. And say it was just everything from last night, from day 3, especially with the like self-storage unit to the life insurance. Like, I kind of knew a little bit about the infinite money system, basically, in a sense. It was really impactful and reassuring, because I've watched a lot of other like entrepreneurs and that have kind of preached things a little like the same thing, but a different way. But literally it just felt great because I was able to actually see it, like literally just spread out like step by step by step. And that's something that's been really great throughout this whole week was any information that was given. It's like we're basically also being kind of walked through it. So then when action is taken, we have the perfect opportunity to ask follow-ups and everything. So yes, it's overwhelming, but I'm the type of person, I'd rather you throw the book of information at me. I'm gonna write as much as I can down. And then once I got questions,
not nice.
Hold on real quick.
You're muted, King Crew.
All right, Eddie, you good.
Okay. But yeah, so literally just even with just the vast amount of information, like I got my calculator out, I'm taking pictures of the slides, I'm writing stuff down, like I'm doing everything. So then afterwards, like even this morning and parts of last night, I can go back over, look at everything and just really absorb it and really just make my action plan to make that step-by-step plan with everything that's learned. So it's like it made things just a lot easier, more clear, and ended up trying to connect with several people during that call with the life insurance play, because I've been trying to look into just reliable like insurance companies for the IUL, because I have a VUL currently, like the other queen was mentioning before. So it's like I'm trying to see what works best for me for my own situation. But then everything that we've learned in this class today, like it will be able to change my situation. So I don't have to feel like paused or stuck to keep making those next steps. So it was just great time, can't complain.
You muted, bro. You muted.
Who keep playing with the mic? Why y'all keep muting me? Yo, what's up? What's up with that? Like it's third time, man. What's up? All right, cool. So Eddie, I love that. One of the things I got present to when you're saying that, and it's not against you or anything, but it's literally I want to just bring this up because time and time out we have people who come on this challenge or this opportunity, virtual conference, whatever we like to call it, and they would talk a lot. They would say, yeah, I got a lot of game, I got this, I got that, and they would never join. And then I'm wondering why, right? And it's because maybe they don't see the cost. I want everybody to get present to the cost. Put cost in the chat. Just put cost in the chat. Put the word cost in the chat. When you think about it, right, which one will cost you more? Like, I'm gonna be real. Like, you might get a mentor, or you might do it on your own. So mistakes cost, mentors cost, but mistakes cost more, right? Why would mistakes cost more? I just want everybody to know, why would mistakes cost more? So Eddie, can you answer that?
Honestly, I'd rather make the mistakes even with or without a mentor, because those mistakes are ways to learn. Like if I have the mentor, yeah, it ends up being like you may get like the ins and outs, so you don't make those like those probably silly mistakes, quote unquote. But yeah, the mistakes might still cost more, but you still learn and you get to double down on your work. So it's like, honestly, I'd rather make those mistakes but that's just me personally.
So question, you rather make the mistake versus getting a mentor? Because that the way that I posed the question was this. I said,
I got you.
What you're saying, I totally get what you're saying. I'm just making sure that we're present here. So mistakes cost and mentorship costs, right? But mistakes cost more. That was the whole premise of it, right? So now what I'm saying to you is you could take that one of the two, right? So would you rather learn from the mentor or learn from your mistakes? Which one will cost you more?
Say it'll cost me more if I learn like from my mistakes. I'd rather learn with the mentor, because those mistakes end up being a little different. You end up having the guidance.
Right, because it's unidentified, right? So you make a mistake that you don't even know why they're mistakes. Right. Versus when a mentor gives you something and you make a mistake, and now the mentor goes, okay, yeah, that was a mistake, but here's how you can flip it and turn it into a blessing, right? So you turn that lesson into a blessing. So I'm just getting present to the fact that these are the things that you want to be aware of, right? The cost and the payoff, right? So the cost for not being a part of this community will be more than the cost for it to join the community. The cost to learn how to make $1 million will be a lot, less than the cost for you to never make the $1 million.
Right.
So I'm just strongly urging everybody to not feel, okay, yeah, I got all this information and now I'm going to like YouTube the rest of it and I'm going to comb through it and I'm going to see where I'm going to get. No, you're going to be right back here the next time looking for answers because just what Eddie said. Eddie said, we're showing you step by step. We're giving you the step-by-step blueprint. And then when you have a community, now you can build with the community to take it to another level. So I wanted everybody to get present to that because regardless, I want you to start to think about the entrepreneurship mindset, and that's what's the payoff. Instead of the customer mindset, is how much the cost is, what's the price. Instead of thinking about the price, you think about the payoff. Everybody put payoff over price in the chat. Payoff over price. I need you to really think about the payoff because today you're going to make a decision. Today you're going to make a choice. Today you're going to choose to plant the seeds of the garden of your future. But which decision are you going to make? Are you going to cut off your financial future because you think that you can do it all alone? Or are you going to allow your financial future to be fruitful because you're doing it with a community? So those are the things that we'll say. And once again, I want y'all to get used to selling yourselves, right? Because selling is what you do for somebody. So what are you doing for yourself? Think about it this way. You'll do something for somebody else in a heartbeat, but what are you doing for yourself? It's the payoff over price. What's the payoff, right? So great stuff, Eddie, because you got me present to that because I really believe that somebody got value from that. By us saying, if you got value from what Eddie just spoke about, and then my chiming on it, just let us know in the chat because I just want to gauge it. And don't put value just because y'all like we want to be real. Like if you didn't get it, you didn't get it. Like just be real. All right, great stuff. Everybody send some love to King Eddie. Good job, Eddie.
Appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all.
All right. So unfortunately, we can't take everybody. So we're gonna stop right here, and I'm gonna jump into presentation real fast, and then we'll come back, give out some homework. And then I want to find out who did the applications and not, right? And then hey, look, become more effective in less time. When you got your hand raised, when I come back around and I say who did the application, you can kind of sneak in what you were going to say now, right? If your hand is up, if your hand is raised now, and you're one of the people who applied, filled out the application, the next time we bring people up, you can kind of slip what you wanted to say in, right? So just kind of be more effective in less time with that. But let me share my screen, y'all. And the reason why we want to do PowerPoint is just so you can have something to look at, right? So it's not just a person up here talking to you all day. You know how that can get boring real fast, right? All right, so my screen is being shared, right? What's today? Today is day 4. We already know that. But damn, like it just seemed like it was just the VIP call on Sunday. Time was going by fast. All right, cool. Day 4, community and environment, right? So we already spoke briefly about this. So we already know the importance, but I want everybody to put your importance. Why is community important to you in the chat? Put that into the chat. Why is community important to you? Right? Because we know we want to build like something that's super supportive, something that is family oriented, right? We call each other family here, right? Because we want to create an environment that fosters love, because love fosters growth, right? Do you ever feel like you could perform better when you're in a great spirit, when you feel like everything is working for you? Or sometimes maybe you feel like you work better when your back is against the wall. If you're that person, that means you only do 10% of what your potential. You only do 14% of your potential. If you're that person that only moves when your back is against the wall, if you're the person that performs only at the highest level when your back is against the wall, we got to transform that. That means your community, that means your environment is not really holding you in a space of safety, which is like safeness. And it's not being supportive to help you get to where you want to be. So I want everybody to put, what's your importance of community in the chat? Like what's important to you about community in the chat? Right? The definition of community. Well, community just refers to a group of people who share common interests. We're all here, right, to share the common interests and values and goals, right? What are our goals? Our goals are generational wealth, right? I already told you, we're out here to create a world full of love, connectivity, financial prosperity. That's what we're about. But it's going to happen through the experiences. We want beautiful experiences. This is why we do go out in Miami. When we go out to Miami, we have a great time. Whoever was in Miami with us, they know we put them on a yacht, right? Not everybody can go, right? It's only a select few people. You got to be the select few. This is why we talk about being platinum. You got to become platinum. If you're platinum, put platinum in the chat. If you're platinum, if you put platinum in the chat, you're not platinum, then why are you speaking something that you're not? Why are you doing that? You might as well just sit at home, be a couch potato, and just, that's it. Call it a wrap for your life. But if you know you're platinum and you're not putting the platinum effort, then you're not ever going to get what you want. You will continue to have a life of which we call out of alignment. But for you, you might be in luck, because some of you who are talking great games but don't really do anything, maybe you just need a partner. Maybe you just need somebody to push you. Maybe you just need help and assistance. If you need help and you need assistance, you need a little push. You need somebody that can motivate you a little bit, inspire you. You just need team. You need to be around like-minded individuals. Put "that's me" in the chat. Put "that's me" in the chat. Identify with that, right? So when we talk about the environment, right, we're talking about the physical and social surroundings that impact the individual. So you can have community all day long, but what type of environment is within that community? Are we sharing? Are we allowing each other to speak and not talk over top of each other? Are we not invalidating each other's experiences and each other's minds and opinions? Are we allowing each other space to grow and foster a space of financial success? Are we doing that? I think the Fund Your Freedom Challenge is doing that. I think we're helping you fund your freedom. I think we're helping you plant the seeds for the garden of your future. I keep saying this. Language is very important. So which environment are you around? When you get off this call, do you go back to, being in a negative environment? You got family yelling, they got a lot of noise, you don't have your own space. Like, where are you, right? This is important. The fact that you're on this call, you're an amazing person. You're in an environment that's going to help you succeed, right? So the importance of building a supportive community. We already went through these things. Why? Because it's going to provide structure. It's going to provide guidance. It's going to provide what we call resources. It's going to be a place that you can engage. You can share your opinions. You can share your thoughts. You can get information. You can apply. You can get on the phone with somebody. You can build. You can create a team. You can get new ideas. Somebody's going to say something that gives you a breakthrough. Somebody's going to say something that have you unlock another level into your life. Networking opportunities, partnerships, right? Partner up on deals. Like, to be real, Ramel and I, we partner with our students. We partner with our community. We want to talk about multiple streams of income, y'all. We're talking about multiple streams of income off of what? One acquisition. So we want to create an environment for financial growth and success. How do we do that? We have to become financially fit. Everybody put financially fit in the chat. We did your financial physical, right? So we got to start making smarter money moves, right? We can't just be wasting the money, because money is a tool to create more money. What did we say? We want to build on everything that we've been learning, y'all. We don't want to just learn it and then let it go to the wayside. We want to build on it, right? We want to develop the positive habits, the mindset. We want to seek out the educational resources, mentorship, right? Creating a plan to achieve financial stability and growth. That's why we have you write out your goals. We want to give you a blueprint to your success. We want you to get the business accounts, business checking accounts, right? Credit lines of credit cards. So some of the strategies for building supportive community is getting into groups, right? So even in this group, I need y'all to start partnering up with each other, right? Because be real, now all of you can't be in the same group. Like 200 of you in the same group, like it can happen on this type of call, but to be real, it just probably won't happen on your own, right? So just seeking out other people that get up here and share. So every time you come up and you share, this is an opportunity for somebody to see you. This is an opportunity for you to see someone else, and you go, yo, that's a partner I want. That's a person I want to be in my community. That's the person I want to partner up with. Right? This is your virtual networking event. This is your online group. This is your like-minded individual. This is what everybody dreamed of. You're living in your dream. Everybody on this call, every single person on this call has dreamt of being around like-minded individuals. Me and Ramel be like, yo, we got to get out of PA, because now that we've accomplished our move, we had to move from New York City because, of job situations, opportunities, and then proximity of people knowing us, right? Too many people know where we're at. So like, I'll relocate, all right, cool. And we build up, but there's no true community out here. We want to go to a place where it's a lot of community building environment that is entrepreneur-like, right? So I want to know from you, what's your strategy? What's your strategy to building community? North Carolina, yes, we are in North Carolina too. We do travel around a lot. I don't know if anybody knows Jacksonville, but I'll be in Charlotte and Jacksonville. All right, cool. So real quick, y'all, what are you doing to build your community? Like, raise your virtual hand, 30 seconds or less. And also, when you answer this question too, did you fill out the application? So let me make a better question for y'all, so that way it's more streamlined. So first thing is, did you fill out your application? Actually, the first question is, how would you like to build your community? And then I'm going to ask you, did you fill out your application? Because now that would make more sense in alignment to your goals, right? So if you get up here and you say, yeah, man, I want to build community by, you know, networking and being around people. And then, yeah, I didn't fill out the application. That doesn't make sense. You get what I'm saying? Like those two don't even, like, what? All right. So that's what I want to do. All right, cool. So who's up? Ramel, help me out with this so I don't have to go back and forth the screen, please.
I see Jose Roman.
All right. So we're going to close up in about 6 minutes, everybody, just so you know. So we're not going to be able to take everybody. So 30 seconds or less, please.
Hey, how you guys doing? I'm a little overwhelmed with everything. I did the application yesterday, and I actually, on the last part when I put my comment in, I was actually kind of talking in that sense what you're saying about mentorship and the help to that's what it is with me. I'm getting overwhelmed because I am gonna make these moves, you know, with the real estate, the IUL. I was already thinking about this even before this, right? And you know, I got my wife and my 2 kids, and you know, they're not being supportive towards me. She's supportive, but it's on me. It's on me to do it. She's not gonna guide me. She's not gonna help me. I'm scared of mistakes. I don't want to make mistakes. They're expensive. I'm 44 years old. I'm trying to I want to get ready for retirement and set something up for my son and my daughter. I'm scared of the mistakes. I don't want to make mistakes. I'm trying to set up a community. I was trying to do this before with some of my friends that kind of have the same idea that I have. But I'm realizing you can't depend on people because they got different situations. So if I'm able, this is what I was thinking. If I'm able to have guys like you help me and guide me and take the right steps, you know, that I have to take, and I know that I'm doing the right thing, I'm heading to the right direction without the mistakes, it could take me really far. And I wanna do it so bad. It's just there's so many things I'm having an issue. I mean, I'm starting with cleaning my credit, starting the LC, you know. So I'm gonna do those steps, like cleaning the credit. It's not much. I'm almost there. I'm at 722, and I think once I finish cleaning up my credit, I'm gonna be at least close to 800, right? Then I'm thinking in my head, I don't know. I'm thinking the LC, and then after the LC, the IUL, and like, you know, in those steps. But you know, this is the stuff that's going on with me, and every time I listen to you guys, I get amped. I feel like doing something right away. It's just I don't have that support at home to help me push through that. I almost feel like I got like freaking these chains on me, and I feel like I need to take them off. And I'm hearing you guys, and I feel like you guys could fucking just take the shit off of me, and I could just go because I know I'm doing what I'm doing is towards the right direction. I just don't have that, and I'm scared to take. I know saying scared is not the right word to say. It's just I don't want to make these mistakes. I don't think I can afford them.
Okay. I did say 30 seconds or less, everybody, but I think we want to take our time with this one. I think everybody can sense that we want to take our time with this one. All right, King, how vulnerable can you be right now? Let me know, how vulnerable can you be right now? Because if you really want to transform your life, if you want to transform your
life. It was hard for me to even talk about this like this. I'm all in.
All right, I appreciate you, brother, because you are taking the time, Jose, to just share and be open. And this is how you're actually going to excel and raise your frequency, right? Tell me this. And that's why I asked you to be vulnerable. How explicit can we get? Can we get super explicit?
Yeah, let's go.
All right. When I see you, I see a powerful person. When I see you, I see a person of high stature. And I don't have to know you to know your energy. I can just feel your energy. And everybody feels energy. We all have that capability, right? And you're being super transparent. And I just want you to tell me, how does it make you feel to not have the support that you truly know you want and deserve?
How does it make me feel not having that?
Yeah.
I don't know, I feel claustrophobic. I feel like I need to do something, and I just don't know what to do.
Is your wife your best friend?
She could be. She's not good with finances, and it's frustrating. I took over my finances, and she's down. She's down to go with it. She's just not. She's not good with it, and she's willing. She's down for me to take that step. You know, she's not really. She's willing to support me. That's all.
Now, let's be real. Tell me right now, what would it look like if she was to support you? What would it look like?
I'll have a relief. I'll be able to move different, faster. I got, because I will have that support from her, especially with the kids and just the finances that goes behind this, But she's not 100% on anything,
Right. You said I could be honest with you, right? And I want to challenge you a little bit because it feels almost as if you're pointing the finger a little bit. That's what it seems like. I'm not telling you that it is. I'm saying that the reason why I asked you, I said, is your wife your best friend? Because it sounds like you really want your wife to be super involved in this, right? You really want her to be a part. You want her to be part of your success. But the fear that's setting in is you don't want to do it alone. You don't want to do it by yourself. Why? Like take me to that space, maybe from the past, that's showing up in your life right now, is making you feel like she's not being as supportive as you need her to be.
I just don't. I feel like I'm scared to mess things up. I'm scared to mess things up, and sometimes I need that support, like letting me know you're doing okay, and I don't have that, so I don't know. It almost makes me feel like I don't know if I'm doing the right thing, or if I should hit this hard and go all in, and then not work out for me and for my family.
Yeah.
I know it is. I know it's the right thing. It's just I don't have nothing. I don't have nobody telling me, yo, that's a good idea. Go do this. And that support, like, look, what you need to do. Like I have my neighbor giving me more insurance. That she got her LLC. She told me herself, yo, if you're ready for it, yeah, I got one. I'll help you out. And that kind of support, I don't have that anywhere.
Yeah, I can relate to that. I've been in a relationship like that where no matter what I did, it just didn't feel like I was doing enough. No matter what I did, it just felt like I wasn't on the right path. It just felt like we were disconnected in a sense of entrepreneurship, right? Because I wanted to go this route, she wanted to go that route. And I really want you to tell me, because I really want to pull emotion out of you. I'm gonna be real. Like if I want you to be as emotional as you can be, because that's the only way this is gonna come a pass. If not, if you're holding back, because that's what I get a sense of right now, that you're holding back from what you're saying, because that's what's really holding you back. Like it's literally like a weight holding you back. And you alluded to it earlier. You said like some chains on you. And I want you to talk to the chains. I want you to really speak about what is making you feel like, and it's okay if it's emotional, because that's what's going to take to move you, right? Emotion is energy in motion, right? Emotion is energy in motion. So I need you to put your energy, that energy, because that's what's going to actually fuel you to get to that next level. So how does it make you feel to not have the support that you truly want? How does it make you feel to walk in the house and not be supported the way you know you want to be supported? How does it feel when you come up with ideas to not be sure that if this idea is workable or not, because the person that you're with is not reflecting it as a mirror to tell you that you are great? I just told you that you are powerful, you are amazing. How often do you hear that? Because to what it's sounding like, you don't hear it often enough. So I want to know from a real emotional standpoint, how is this making you feel?
Just you say how it makes me feel with not getting the support and not getting the things done that I want to get done, like stuff like that. Like it's like I said, it's just I just want to be able to do this and not be stuck. I don't want to I don't want to keep on saying, yeah, I'm gonna do this, and not do it, and letting things go by. I'm getting older, and my kids are getting older, and I got all these freaking ideas, and I just can't get them to fruition. Like I can't just get them done, and I'm scared that I might stay like on this, like I don't want to depend on my wife or other people. I'm looking in the wrong places. And if I'm able to do this on my own, it'll be fuel to me to show, like, look, we could do this, like we could do this.
So
and
I'm gonna be real with you. Can I be real with you?
Yes, please.
It's totally in your language, man. It's your language that's showing this. In reality, you don't believe in yourself. Like that's the truth. You don't believe in yourself. You know that you're capable of doing this, but you don't believe it. This is why you're pulling on other people to give you the confidence to do it. It's like, yo, I'm great, right? Like I'm gonna be a millionaire, right? Right, boo? I'm gonna be a millionaire, right, boo? Right, babe? You said I am, right? And when she's not saying yeah, you're like, oh fuck, I'm not gonna be. Bro, you got to step your game up. You got to give more effort. You're running out of time. In fact, you don't have time. Nobody gets to wake up on that tomorrow list. Nobody gets to wake up on that tomorrow list. We don't know. We don't know who's on that next day list. Nobody gets to wake up knowing that you're going to be on that list. You got to move with speed. You got to move now. And the reason why I asked you, can I be explicit? Because I want you to understand that I'm not yelling at you. I'm talking to that thing that's holding you back. I'm talking to the chains that's on you. I want you to feel my passion. I want you to feel my fuel. I want you to understand and turn it to fire, because guess what? You are too amazing to be sitting idle. Too amazing to be sitting down. You got to really take your life to the next level. And I'm going to be honest with you, you're not trying hard enough. You're not trying smart enough. But one thing you did do, which what I love, you got yourself into that room. Oh, right. You got yourself into this room. And this is what's going to change your life. So when you talk about being fearful, I understand. I totally get it, because we don't know the outcome of what's going to happen. But we never know the outcome. Tell me right now when you've ever known the outcome of something. Anybody who keeps saying fear, this is false evidence appearing real. Right? Somebody can say, oh, you can face everything and rise. Yeah, whatever the case may be. Whatever the case may be, it's an illusion. And right now, where's King at? I can't see him anymore. All right. So the thing is, it's really about putting yourself in a position to do everything that you can, and you haven't been doing everything that you can, King. And that's why you got a community. Look at all the love that everybody's pouring around you. And shout out to Sean Harlem, by the way. Sean Harlem is sending super amount of love, always on the calls, always being positive. Absolutely. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you. So one of the things, y'all, is like, look at your community. Look at what people are saying while you're talking, Jose. Look at this. So it's not about working with your wife. That's your wife. That's the time to enjoy her and be with her. I had to separate that. I had to realize my woman, she wasn't going to be the person that I wanted on the side, like to really be, push me to the greatness. She wasn't that person. She was just the person to have a beautiful experience with. That was it. So I'm not telling you about your life. I'm saying you have to look at your life and understand what roles that people play, and don't try to force them into playing the roles. Don't try to force them into doing something that, why aren't you supportive? Because she's not supportive in that manner. She supports you in other ways. She's just not supportive in that manner. That's why you go get other people to fill those roles. It doesn't mean you go get another wife. It means you get business partners. It means you get a community who has high energy, who has love, That's what you do, right? It's about connectivity. That's why I keep saying y'all love connectivity and financial prosperity. Those three go hand in hand. You don't get them. You're not gonna, if you have love and you don't have your finances in order, guess what's gonna happen? Your love is gonna crumble. If you have connection, but you don't share love with your connections, that connection is going to crumble. If you have finances, but you don't love what you're doing, that shit is gonna crumble. So you have to have all three: love, connectivity, financial prosperity. In this community, this is what we give you. Everybody send love to Jose. Thank you for coming up here.
I want to add something to that, Coach. Really
you
quick.
want to add something? Okay,
Yeah, I just want to add something to him. First and foremost, Jose, I want to commend you for being vulnerable and sharing, number one, because I'm 99% sure, and if y'all agree, I want y'all to put agree in the chat that you're speaking for the other 200 people on this call that feel the same way or have been through the same thing or just don't have the courage to be able to speak out and be real about what they're going through, right? Like most people that's in this room right now are the best of the best. Like you're the best of the best of your family and your friends, your community. Like you're the best of the best. That's why you're in this room now. But the challenge for you is you got to get around other people that's the best of the best to help bring you up, right? Because we suffer from so much trauma. This is deep rooted. Everything that you're saying right now, like this not even you talking, bro. Like I'm gonna be honest with you. What you're saying is not even you. It's the trauma that this is what happens, and this is all of us. Because I know I've been there. We all been there. Because we come from poverty. We talking about slavery. We could go so deep about all the things that we've been able to, we went through as people. And then when you grow up, you got your parents telling you no. You got your friend up the street telling you no. This person telling you no. They put their fears and opinions on you. Everybody say what you can't do. Everybody's starting to be able to put all these things on you. And you start to, it seeps into your subconscious mind. So like, I'm gonna go a little deep for y'all really quick because I don't usually do this. Coach Crudely do this, but I felt impelled to do this today, right? We have our subconscious mind and then our conscious mind, right? Our subconscious mind is stronger than our conscious mind. So our conscious mind is at the front of us where that's what we do when we get up, we go to work every day, we pay our bills, right? But the subconscious is truly what everybody's been telling you growing up. No, what you can't do. Oh, if you fail, you're going to mess up. It ain't going to work out. Oh, you're going to be like all that stuff, right? And it happens all over our full life. And then we become adults, 30, 40, 50 years old. And we start to think these things and wonder, like, we believe in it ourselves. Like we saying this stuff about us. And it's like, you never even said that. It's other people that said that your entire life, but now it's stuck in your brain over the 30, 40, 50 years of your life. You believe this about yourself. So you believe you can't do it now. You believe that you're going to make mistakes. Now you're looking for everybody else around you. You're looking for your wife to validate you. You're looking for your family, friends to validate you. You got to validate yourself, bro. You got it. It's in you. That's the reason why you in this room, because it's in you. You felt inspired by everything and you got it because it's in you. You just need the environment to help bring it out. And that's truly why we put together this Fund Your Freedom, the Mailbox Millionaires, is because we know that the number one thing that people need is environment. We need accountability. We need love and support because we go-getters. You know how much we done been through? We make nothing out. We make something out of nothing. We take lemons and make lemonade. We the most talented people on the planet. You know what we've been able to do with nothing? That's why they got to hold us back. So it's really that subconscious mind and what we've been trained on and what the system has put into us where you believe these things yourself. It's not you talking, it's everybody else talking, and stop believing that, y'all. Stop believing that, Jose. So I want at this moment, this very moment, I want you to now be able to gain that confidence. I want you to know and close your eyes because this is what I did, y'all. Like, I know y'all maybe see me now as the young mogul, but I wasn't always the young mogul. Y'all go watch the movie. Y'all see. I had to close my eyes and I had to say, yo, I'm the young mogul. I'm going to go buy these properties. I'm going to go impact the world. I'm going to speak in front of thousands of people. I had to believe it and see it. And once I did it, now everybody else like, yo, young mogul. Oh, Mailbox Millionaire. They now saying it, but I believed it first. I knew it was going to happen first. So that's what you got to do. I want you to believe it. I want you to write it down. I want you to see it. I want you to visualize it. It may sound cliche, but I'm telling you, these are the things. Coach True said it. Everything you do matters. I want you to walk into that household. I want you to have your show up because let's just be real here. If you on this call and you probably, you know, not as confident, we could pick it up. You don't think your wife could pick it up? Why would she be confident in you? Like, well, let me see what you have done. What are you doing? Let me see it, right? Be that trailblazer, be that representation. And I promise you, what's going to happen is this, yo. I promise you, Jose. Once you start to be able to speak differently, you speak with more confidence, you go into conferences, because we got masterminds, we got meetups, and you start putting these different things in place. And now everybody go, I believed in you. I always knew you was going to do it. Yeah, I knew you had it in you. Right? You know how many times I hear, yo, people text me all the time like, yo, bro, you was always smart. You was always this. Yeah, okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what happens. So don't even worry about that, y'all. But I just got to end it there. I didn't mean to go all in like that, but I just felt empowered because, like, we hold ourselves back. We hold ourselves back. And it's because we've allowed our environment to tell us certain things that we start to believe about ourselves. And it wasn't us in the beginning to even think that way. So that's why I'm just like, I try my best to be super intentional about how I even speak to my sons. You know, I speak life into them because I don't want them to grow up and be like, oh, no, my dad said, no, because then it's in their brain. Yes. That's one thing that like, rest in peace, my dad. But that's one thing that my dad instilled in us. Whatever you could do, go do it. I say, yo, dad, we going to jump off this roof and going to go to the next building. You could do it. Just get a head start. You want to go get $1 million? Like, we going to help you do whatever you could do. You could do it. And if that's one thing that I got from my dad, I'm going to make sure I give it to my sons and anybody in the community, anybody that's around me. All right? Appreciate you. Keep going, Coach Crew. The floor is yours.
Yo,
Thank you. Thank
you for the value add. Because when we're dealing with each other, like, we really want to be transparent. And I think that everybody can sense that we're being honest, we're being transparent with everyone. But it's really your love, y'all. It's really love. Like, this is really love. And it's just, sometimes we don't get loved on this way, you know, and we need this. Like 100% what Ramel said, you know, but when I think about it too, Jose, maybe your wife needs support. You know what I'm saying? Like, think about it that way. Like, maybe she needs you. You get what I'm saying? So, like, you have to become the person that earns the right to have the experiences of being successful. That means you see yourself as the highest version of yourself. You walk in there tall, no matter what anybody says, you walk in there tall. You stand there and you understand that the ancestors have chosen you. This is your task. Your task is to bring financial prosperity to your lineage. No more suffering. You understand? No more suffering. This is our time, and you get to be amongst all of these superstars. So if people are so caught up about age, it's not about age, it's about time. Who you get to experience this earth with at this time, at this moment, that's what it's about. Who do you get to experience? Like, all of you are, think about it, if you were some superstar legends that when your time is up, don't you want people to remember you? But you got to remember yourself. You got to understand that you are greatness. Everybody put I am greatness in the chat. I am greatness. Because if you forget about your greatness, you're just going to be one of those people who are good, but nobody remembers good. Nobody remembers good. You don't even remember good. How many good days you had? A lot of them. Dude, tell me a good day, but you remember those great days. So I really want to segue to people who are emotional right now. I did see people mention that they were crying in the chat. I want to bring up those individuals. Why? Because I think emotion is going to move us to a different place. And there's a reason why. And if anything, this is how I'm going to get y'all to be emotional right now. I want y'all to think about that earliest childhood memory that you had where you were denied the ability to be great, where you were denied the ability to speak, where you were denied the ability to show up as your greatest self. I want you to think the time that you was abused. I want you to think that the time that somebody made fun of you. I want you to think that the time that somebody stole your confidence. I want you to think about the time where they told you no. I want you to think about the time where they said you couldn't. I want you to think about the time where they told you that you weren't going to be great. Because that's really what pushed you all the way to this point. But now we need to bottle that up. We need to turn our pain into power. Everybody put pain to power in the chat. I want to bring up Naya. What's up, Naya?
Good morning.
I want to know, Queen, why are you emotional today? Because I'm quite sure if you are emotional, also put Yana in the chat because we want to let everybody know that we're with each other. What's up, Naya?
I wasn't really interested in talking this morning, but King Jose, everything he said kind of resonated with me. And it did because he was and like Ramel said, most of us on this call, we are the best of the best in our family. Like everybody come to us because we're the chosen ones, right? I am Naya, AKA the legacy builder, by the way. And I had to say that first because I'm on assignment in my family to build legacy, right? And I can very well recall the thing in my life crew that put me on a path of putting myself down. And I remember I was drawing a piece of art, and like, I guess I may have been in the first grade or something like that. And my teacher came up and she said to me, she said, "That's the ugliest thing I ever seen," right? And so from there, like I can remember the moment when I stopped believing in me. And that was it. But when I joined this mentorship, Jose, right, my husband and my kids was like, "Girl, you're crazy. Like, you're nuts, so right?" And they believed that. And I tell you, I was telling Ramel, my son came to me not long ago and said to me, "Mom, that was the very best thing that you could have ever done for us. So you have to be the answer. You have to be the leader in your family." And here's where I'm at with it right now. I don't care what anybody feels or thinks in this circle of mine about me, because I know that I am going for my goals. I know that I am going to accomplish my dreams. If they want to come with me, they can. If not, they're getting rolled over. That's just where I'm at with it right now at this point. And so you have to be so confident in what you're doing and what your plan is, that nothing stop you. Like literally nothing can stop me. And what begins to happen is the momentum of your confidence in you begins to bring just more and more and more opportunity. Like I am a deal magnet at this point. Like it's really nothing that can hold me back. And Jose, guess what, baby? You are with family right now. We are who you're looking for, right? You're looking for somebody that can hold you down. Like it's some of the people in this group will call me and be like, "Yo, sis, like you got this, you can do it." And we are that. We are who it is that you need. And so I cried and I was emotional because I felt all of your pain. It's nothing like having the people that mean the most to you not believe in you. Like, that's crazy. Because like I'm so big on family, and it's no way. I'm at my desk right now, right? Because I am the legacy builder. I'm the boss. And so my husband's sitting across the desk from me the other day, and we're having a conversation, and here it is. They can't see as big as you see. Like when you get in this room allows you to see beyond where you are sitting. And everybody not going to see that big. But we do. We get you. We understand. We understand. And so this is like the very best, safest place. Like you're going to find healing in this community, because all of us are hurt in some way, shape, form, or fashion. But it's the hurt that hinders, because when you're in pain, you can't, even if you wanted to take a step forward, you can't. And so what I had to do in here first, like before I made one deal, I had to work on me. Before I did one bit of homework, I had to first love Naya and Jose. The way sis loving on sis, like I love me some kind of way. I don't even care. Like, don't nobody gotta love me, right? Because I love myself so much, right? And that's what I need you to do, Jose. I need you to love Jose so much that you believe in Jose. I need you to love Jose so much that you give yourself permission to be the king that you are. And what's going to happen is they all will come. They all will come. Last month, I had a family legacy meeting, right? Right, with the same people who told me I was crazy about 6 months ago. Okay, I had a family legacy meeting with those very same people, and now they on your girl. They on me. I'm like, oh, nah, go ahead, tell me. I'm not being prideful or boastful like that. I'm bringing them along, but it happened in real time. They didn't believe. Now they believe. Might not be your wife that's gonna be there. But you got family, you got people. But I still like, because I understand what it's like to be a spouse and want your spouse to rock with you. So I'm gonna still hold you down with that. Because my honey, he getting it together, baby. He getting it together. But I had to be the one to bring it. So I've exceeded my 30 seconds. Thank you for bringing me up here with the ugly cry crew. I don't appreciate it, but I love you anyhow.
Love you too. Ramel, do you want to chime in or you want me to just go straight in? Because there's something that Naya and I, we met up in Las Vegas, right? The first time we met in Vegas, it was a weird situation because I couldn't see her face totally, but I knew who she was. It was just seeing her silhouette. And as the doors opened to what we were in, one of the hotels, and as she walked through and I'm walking up, the sunlight is beaming on her. And all I can see is this majestic energy. And then when I get closer, her arms are out like this. And I get closer and I give her a hug. And we hug for like 10 seconds. And she try to let me go. I'm like, nah, we're going to stay right here.
You will let me go. You will let me go.
Stay right here. Stay right here for a second. Why? Because this is the first time we're meeting up in person. And we want to really give you that true love. And that hug, having that hug was just something that was so transformative, right? And when we had our conversation later on in that week, I told her, I said, if I'm being real with you, he said, Crew, look, just be real with me. Lay it all on me. I said, all right, look, there's a you inside of you that you haven't even met yet. There's a you inside of you that you haven't even met yet. You know exists. You know that person is there, but you have not taken the time to nurture and pull that person out to be in existence. And this is why we feel struggle, because we're out of alignment. I said, Naya, are you out of alignment? She said, Crew, I'm so out of alignment because I know I'm great. I know I'm amazing. I know I'm special. I said, I know you are. You're everything. You have everything you've ever wanted to be, but your language keeps permitting you to never see it because you speak as if it's supposed to be coming in the future as opposed to being here right now. You must live here. The reason why we're scared is because we're living out there. Okay, what if this happens? What if that happens? Why are we living that way when we don't know the outcome anyway? I would love for y'all to tell me if y'all knew the outcome of your day. I would love for you to tell me, any day goes by in your life, have you ever known, and you've been on this earth for 20-something thousand years? Some of you been on this earth for 10,000 days, right? I said, yes, my bad, y'all. I ain't mean to age y'all that much. So some of y'all been on this earth for 10,000 days, right? 11,000 days, 13,000 days. And not one of those days you've ever in your life knew what was going to happen. You're scared. It's called an illusion. It's called programming. And when we watch what we call television, it's telling a vision. It's telling a lie. It's giving you somebody else's programming. They tell you straight up in front of you, this is called programming. What is it programming? It's programming your actions. It's programming your thoughts. It's programming the way that you see yourself. It's programming what you think you should be doing. It's programming your speech. It's programming the experience you think you should have. It's programming you to not be you. So when it's time for us to look at ourselves, we don't know ourselves. We got to go find ourselves when ourselves been here the whole time. I've been here the whole time, right? I've been here the whole time in the chat. Right? And once again, y'all, this is not to Jose. I don't want y'all to feel like we're speaking directly to Jose. We're talking at this point. And everybody's understanding that we're talking about each other. We're talking about ourselves. I've been the first one to put myself on the line. I remember taking Ramel to one of my first mentorships. And he was like, yo, what's this weird place? I'm like, bro, chill. Chill, bro. Chill. Just sit down and be immersed to what's about to happen to you, brother. And he said, all right, cool. I'm only here for you, man. All right, that's all I need. So he was here, and afterwards he was like, nah, yo, this was an experience, bro. No, this is amazing. And then he went out and got his own mentorship. So It's just really the power of stop trying to force fit what you think you know, because guess what? How could you ever get to the place you want to be by holding on to who you've been? How can you have the solution by using the same brain that created the problem? You have to go outside of yourself. That's why Ramel said, I got to think, who must I become? I must become the young mogul. I must become the young mogul. What does the young mogul do? I provide opportunities to individuals to help elevate their lives. How do I do it? I do it through real estate, do it through online teaching. And then next thing you know, all of these other things start to just take place. I told Naya from day one, yo, you're going to be one of my coaches. He said, no, crew, I can't do it. He said, what type of coach would I be anyway? I said, you don't be confidence coach. He said, confidence? No, that's why I came to talk to you, because I need some confidence. Hey, Queen, you are already confident. I'm just going to show you how to pull it out, use these tools to make sure you can see yourself. Because why? Because as humans, we are mirrors. Ramel and I, Boone, Smitty, we are the mirror to you. Some of you are actually going to be individuals who, at the end of this program, start, offering same programs as Smitty, right? When you're showing people how to get the bag. Some people are going to do just what Ramel is doing, where he show you how to become a real estate investor on a commercial side. Some of you are going to do just what Boone is doing, where he show you how to be a residential investor. Like, none of this we didn't make this stuff up. We just learned information, applied it, and then we put what we want to see in our universe. And for me, some of y'all are going to be just like me. Y'all going to make personal to business development programs. Some of you are going to make communities where you're the #1 entrepreneur social club. Yes, that's a shameless plug, but I'm plugging it in because we are, okay? we're the #1 entrepreneur community club.
Yes. Yes.
We're focused on love, connectivity. So if y'all feeling what we're saying today, drop the love in the chat.
Hey, Coach, one of the things that Ramel says all the time is, when you mentioned something about mentorship, this is kind of what came to my mind. He always says that his mentor told him to duplicate himself. And from the very first time I met Ramel, I started to study him. Like, if you're not studying your mentor, like when I be putting in the chat, that's my mentor, y'all, I be meaning that, like, for real. And so I studied him, and everything that he does that I can get, I'm taking it and I'm doing it. Baby, when I seen him with his camera crew, I said, bet, I got you. Because I'm not a social media person, so I never post on social media. I don't even know how to get on social media because I'm old. But what I did was, I said, you know what? I'm going to if I can't do it, I'm going to utilize my resources. So I shows up now everywhere I go with my camera person, right? Because that's what I see my mentor do. But it's beyond just the camera person thing. My mentor is a giver, right? My mentor is everything that I want to be. My mentor is a freaking mogul. And I'm in here, y'all, I'm not playing any games. I literally, this past week, I can't fight deals off. Like, I'm done. I love y'all because I'm finished today.
Drop the mic on them, Naya. Drop the mic, because Naya wasn't even coming up here to speak. And Ramel, that's your fault. Anyway, so the thing is, before we go to the next person.
Hold on. It's crazy.
Hold on, before you say this, I want to say something, because remember, everything that you do matters, y'all. Like, put that in the chat one more time. Everything I do matters. And the reason why, and some of y'all don't know us beyond these last 4 days. But you don't have to know our history to understand our delivery, to understand what we're offering, to understand our energy, right? To understand who we are as characters. You've seen the testimonials. Now, when I talked about the love, we do have an app that you can stay locked into the community, but we'll talk about that at another time. I did tell everybody to download the books, right? Becoming more effective in less time. Like, these are the ways that you start to utilize tools to attract your tribe. Right? So if you're in a community where everybody's thinking this way, then all it's going to do is add more fuel to your fire. Right? So you can download the Love Plus app. You can stay connected to us, but we want you to be inside this community to fund your freedom challenge. We want you to be here. Why? Because we're going to help you fund your freedom. We're going to help you become the person that you said that you wanted to be, but it's going to start with you seeing the person that you are. Ramel, I would love for you to chime in. I thought we were going to bring up another person too. If you wanted to bring up some.
Let's bring up one more person, then we got to close because it went longer. But before we go, I cannot do this. I got to give Naya her flowers right now in front of everybody. We got to be
Please.
present in this moment. So I want everybody to give Naya her flowers in the chat. Drop the flower emoji, drop some fire emojis, drop love in the chat. I want y'all to give her everything because she deserves it, right? And it's one thing for me, Coach Cruz, Smitty, Boone, to talk about all the transformation, right? But you can't fake this. When you see what Naya is doing and you see the genuineness, you can't fake that. And I want y'all to, if y'all don't see yourselves in none of us, like me, Coach Crew, Smitty, Boone, I want you to see yourself in Naya. Because I'm like, she's not even going like halfway into everything that she's been able to do and the transformation that I've been able to see. When she first started out in January, she joined a boot camp just like this. And she had trouble even getting on Facebook Live. Like some of us don't even know how to navigate Facebook. We're like, what? She like, how navigate? Now look, you can't get her out the Facebook. You can't get her off the Facebook Live, right? Like I remember when we was in a boot camp and she was actually going out for a date night with her husband at a concert with Tommy Davidson. And she was so focused on getting the information that she was on the Zoom calls at the event, at the comedy show with Tommy Davidson called her out. And she showed him why she was not paying attention or laughing at his jokes, where he actually did a video and sent me a video and said, yo, Mailbox Millionaires, what? Get out of here, right? Like this is how impactful it was. But more importantly, what I want y'all to get from this story is that from that day, I knew how committed she was. From that day, I knew how much of a leader she was. So I'm not surprised at what she's doing now, where she's negotiating $20 million deals right now. Now, I mean to put your business in the street like that, now, my bad, because I want people come and try to get in your pockets, you know what I'm saying? But she's doing that right now, negotiating $20 million deals and got a team that she's leading. She's running a full-fledged real estate business right now as we speak. I went to Philly. We went to the gas station. We filled up 50 tanks. You know who was right there with me? Naya. He said, my mentor in the city, what? I got you. She's right there with me, filling up tanks right with me. Got her camera guy right there with her, getting the content. And when we talk about duplication, that's the representation of it. So I want to shout you out, Naya. I want to thank you for the love that you pour into the community, but more importantly, the love that you poured into yourself, because your transformation over these last couple months is insane. But I want anybody else that may be feeling like, damn, I'm a little stuck, or I'm having a little trouble, a little bit of obstacles. When you think about that, just think about Naya and see what she's been able to do and what she's been able to accomplish. So I want to shout you out. Thank you so much. We appreciate you. All right. Let's get it, y'all. All right, let's get this thing moving. Let's bring up one more person, and then we're going to close. How y'all feeling so far? How y'all feeling so far? So, Coach, bring up the one person, and then
I'm gonna let you do that. I'm gonna let you bring somebody up. I want to bring up somebody that's emotional though, because we want to keep the emotional chain. Why? Because this matters, y'all. This matters.
K Michelle. I met K Michelle in Miami. K Michelle's on fire. What's up? Let's bring you up. How you doing?
Hey, you guys. Mace Mogul. Oh my God, man, you my guy. Miss Smitty's my mentor, and wow, Jose, man, I just felt all of that because I don't have nobody, you know. I'm here in North Carolina. I left LA 2021, divorced, resigned from my, you know, good paying job or whatever you want to call it. And I've been following Smitty since the beginning of 2021, and just been following him, you know, peeking. You know how it looks, peeking in the window. And man, I took a leap of faith, you know, and I call it a leap of faith because I was scared, like Jose, you know, I was scared, and like him, I didn't have nobody saying, oh, you ain't gonna be able to do this, or you ain't gonna be able, you know, because I'm moving in silence right now, you know, because I wanted to buy a home in California and couldn't do it, you know, and came out here, and I had a home in process getting ready to close, and the builders slipped it from up under me, you know, but that didn't stop me. I still came. I'm in a house now. It's not mine yet, you know, but I'm still doing the work. What I wanted to say is never give up on your dreams. I'm an ex-addict and alcoholic. I'm in recovery 15 years. I had lost everything. I hit rock bottom. You understand what I'm saying? And in that time, in that addiction, in my form of addiction, abused, hurt, shot at, just everything, you know what I'm saying? And God picked me up, dust me off, and said, you got this, you know what I'm saying? And not with the help of naysayers. It was people God placed in my life, like sponsors and people who wanted to see me win, you know what I'm saying? And who was doing this, and so that's who I started following. I picked a sponsor lady that was clean, she was in recovery, and she knew what she was talking about, and that's where I wanted to be. I didn't want to be where I was, you know what I'm saying? And I had people talking about me all the time, and my kids, I have 4 beautiful daughters, 5 grandkids. I was gonna say 6, but I got one on the way, a grandbaby on the way. And saying that I would never amount to nothing because of the drugs and alcohol. And last year, after following Smitty, in February, I hopped on one of his free master classes, and I end up doing that. And at the end of the class, you know how everything is at the end, do you want to hop on this for, I think it was at the time $1,500 or something like that. I didn't have it, but I knew I had that one credit card that was like, just sitting there, and I took a leap of faith. And I'm so glad I did, you guys, because I had no idea that my credit was holding me back from so much, you know what I'm saying? And with that, he has gotten me, with that, I have learned to take this information, apply it, the first thing I did was I tried to get my credit together. He was saying, oh, you can't have these inquiries and wanted your credit to be at a certain standpoint, and I was like, shit, I'm nowhere near that. I got 12 inquiries and So, but my thing was the way he taught us, the way he put it down, and simplified things. And I was like, oh, like that, nobody else gave me that insight. I never had my mother, my father, nobody tell me that this is how credit needs to be. This is how it needs to be done. No ancestors way back in the grandmother, oh no, don't mess with them credit cards. It just took, I had no idea. So when he asked, he was like, how many of y'all knew you needed this information 6 months ago? I knew I needed this 25 years ago, you know what I'm saying? But didn't have I'm 58 years old. I'll be 59 in a few months. But this is so emotional to me because I love what these kings have put down. You know what I'm saying? I was able to clean up my credit. I'm not done, but I'm able to clean up my credit, me by myself. He gave me some plays and I ran them. My credit score when I started was like a 583. I'm now at 734. 734, 732, and 669 on, Experian. Experian been kind of giving me a little bit of problems, but we go anyway. But I had, and then I got some collections all by myself. I called up these places. I just ran the play, just like he said. I just ran the play. I called up these places just like the paper said, and I did, and collections was falling off, inquiries falling off. So I started my LLC. I got my business name. I got a website. Everything is up and running. And I did that myself. And I'm so proud of myself, but I couldn't have done that without the information. and what without applying it, So, and I did this just back to back. Once he said it, back to back. Once he said it, back to back. I was doing it, and I was like, look at this alcoholic. Look at this addict. Look at this person getting this done. You know what I'm saying? I don't have, I ain't come from money. I came from the mud. And that's exactly what I say all the time. I came from the mud, from the bottom, because I hit rock bottom. But I'm gonna speed this up. And once I got the plays and start running them for myself, then I was able to help somebody else. I helped one person and ran the Navy Federal play. She had Navy Federal, credit score was like a 658, and got her $25,000. Well, I got $2,500 from that play because I charged her 10%. That was my money back from Smitty that I 2 times over. So then I ran the play myself and got myself $20,000. And so, and I didn't know, so then they said the Fund Your Freedom Challenge was happening, So I said, shoot, I'm in. I'm looking at this card right here. I'm like, okay, and so, and then I had another lady hit me up. She wanted me to help her fix her credit. So I'm into that. I got 2 more other clients that I'm working on right now. And I got on the Fund Your Freedom Challenge and they said, go with platinum because you're going to get all of this. I went with platinum so I could get all of that, And then next thing I know, they hit me up 2 days later. They said, oh, you got free tickets to Miami. I'm going to Miami. I start packing my bags. And I had nobody to take with me, you know what I'm saying? And I'm doing this by myself, So I asked my daughter, you want to go on a free trip to Miami? She's a mom and Mother's Day was the weekend after. So that was her Mother's Day trip. So she stayed in the room and I went and and I met you, crew. And you were so hype, your energy, so your love, you just radiate, you the glow was just coming off of you that weekend, and I was like, dang, that's his brother. It's just like, they, man, and I just wanted to say the love was true. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't, I like to call him Mace Mogul because he reminded me of Mace from P. Diddy Crew, And so and then Boone reminded me of LeBron. And Amari, what's his name? Smitty reminds me of what's that young singer name? I can't think of his name right now, but all of you guys are superstars in your own way. And in my eyes, you my superstars because that's who got me to where I am today. And but Miami was the highlight of my life. I did that. What I did was I took that $20,000 credit card and I got my flights, my daughter flights, and got the hotels. We stayed in the nice hotels and we was right there by the, living it up, rented an Alfa Romeo and I'm pulling up like, But on the things that I learned, that was my rewards. I got my reward points back. I got 4,000. I got 4,100 points back off my rewards from all that weekend. And Fund Your Freedom. I told my cousin if she wanted to come along on this trip, I got her a VIP pass to Fund Your Freedom and helping her so she can get to the place where she want to be in life. She's in Vegas right now. Yolanda McClain, that's my cousin. And I'm just happy that I'm able to help somebody, and I like I say, I move in silence, but you're going to hear me roar, because I always like to say, a part of my background, where I am now and where I'm going. And I just want to thank you guys for giving me that opportunity. And I'm not stopping, can't stop, won't stop. I'm here for the long haul. Mailbox Millionaires, I love you guys. Smitty, Rich Dreams, Rich Decisions. I'm here for it. I love all you guys, and I believe in us. I really do. I believe in us, and I don't say OPM is other people's money, is our money, and that's true. Is our people money, and I love that. I love you guys so much. Thank you.
Man, yo, this is too much, man. I'm about to cry. Like, I gotta get off the Zoom. I got to get off because y'all not gonna have me break down on this morning like that, y'all. But I want to thank you. I want to shout you out. Everybody show K Michelle some love. Drop some flowers in the chat. Thank her. Give her some energy. Put love in the chat because, again, like, you know, the representation of like that you show for anybody that has been through just a fraction of what I didn't know that full story, like everything that you've been through, but the fact that you here and you still going and you showing up and you having the results, man, like everybody got to show you some love for that, you know. So I'm proud of you. I'm excited for us to be continuously building. And I look forward to even more success with you. You already know. I got you. Mace Mogul got you. All right.
Yes, I'm gonna find some storage spaces out here too. It's so much stuff out here just sitting, you know. I'm on my game though, you know, but like I said, I'm moving in silence so y'all can hear me roar.
Let's get it. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Listen, Coach, we got to close this out. We got to get a homework out. I'm done. I got to go. Before we close up too, everybody, if you did not get the application, if you did not apply, you still want to apply, give yourself a chance to even hear about the opportunity. So you want to apply because if you do not apply at all, you won't even hear about what we have to offer. This is a once in a lifetime thing where you get me, Smitty, and Boone, and Coach Crew. We're coming together to put together a powerhouse program. And you know, they're like most people, if you don't know, you hit a Mailbox Millionaires, like me alone, it costs a bunch of money just to get with me in the team because I know how much we offer, how much value we provide. So just to think about all four of us together, right? Being able to just come in because we understand the power of collaboration and community. So again, if you do not apply, you will not even hear the opportunity and everything that comes with. And y'all know we always got surprises and bonuses. You know, we always over deliver top tier. All right. So I'm gonna drop the link in a minute. Pass it back to you, Coach Crew. Let's close this out.
Yeah, great stuff, great stuff. I just want to send love and light to everybody today. I really wanted to get everybody's hand in, and you know, if you stay connected and stay in the community, you will get a chance to express yourself. I think self-expression is key for us to be successful. So if you can still express yourself to somebody today, still, you know, let your words marinate in other people's worlds as well, right? Because you are somebody that's powerful. You are somebody that matters. Everybody drop the love in the chat. Everybody drop the love in the chat. If you was looking for the Love Plus app, it's just Love Plus Transformation. So if you look on my screen, you look at my background right here, you see Love Plus, just put the LUHV, then put the plus symbol, and then you should be able to find it. Transformation, it'll pop right up. But once again, y'all, like we don't have this community without you, and we don't get to share our expertise without you. So just once again, you matter, right? And maybe you're up here next time, just like how Naya was. Naya was in your seat at one point in time, and now she's the confidence coach on the Love Plus app, right? Same thing with Sunshine, accountability advisor. So like if y'all want more accountability calls, y'all want more interactive things, we also are, you know, going to be giving out cash prizes. And some of the things that we do, just like Ramel, when he call you up and he'll say, yo, I'm a cash app you. So we also have a lot of things that we're not showing you now because we just want you to have a taste of the community, right? But once you get in, there's a boatload of other things and opportunities that you will have to really elevate your game, but also to have fun. This is a place to grow, to have fun, to build, to learn, and to just really become the best person that you can be. Like, become a better you. That's the whole point. Everybody put in the chat, becoming a better me, because that's really what this is about. So we're giving information not for you to stay stagnant, not for you to stay still, but for you to put this in motion. So becoming a better me is super paramount to your success. Other than that, great job everybody for sticking around and just kind of allowing everyone to share and then put in the love in the chat. That was super amazing. Once again, I'm Sean Crewmate, aka the Mindset Mogul. We have one more day with you tomorrow. Unfortunately, it came by so fast, but I'm really thankful for everybody in here. If you would like to upgrade or at least apply, Ramel is dropping the application link in the chat right now. So please fill out the application. If you'd like to upgrade to platinum, once again, tonight there is a platinum networking event. So that way, when we talk about community, now you get to have a face-to-face meeting, kind of build with each other and just really vibe out. That's something you don't want to miss. Once again, as an entrepreneur mind, you're looking at it from the standpoint of what's the payoff and not the price, right? Because there will be a cost regardless, but if you're looking at the price, it will cost you more than the payoff. So just understand that. Once again, everybody's amazing. Can we have everybody unmute and send some love and beautiful energy before we go? Shout out to Raheem. He's been dropping love consistently. Shout out to Sean. Sean's been out there. Sean Harlem has been out there.
Peace and love, y'all.
Love, everybody. This was amazing. Thank you, Coach Cruz. Thank you, Ramel.
Thank you, Coach Cruz.
We love you all.
Good job.
Mailbox Millionaires, baby.
Amazing day.
Love.
Blessings, all blessings.
Salute.
Keep it light,
Love y'all to
Oh,
life.
let's click that link.
Go, y'all.
I better get locked in.
Let's get to the mailbox.
Get this moolah.
Let's go.
It's my yard.
Right.
Get to it.
More love. One love, more love.
Absolutely.
Went out to
Naya.
Gratitude and abundance.
Yeah, Thank you, Naya.
Love you.
Love y'all to life.
You everything.
Love y'all.
Guys.
Much love.
Impact. Let's go.
Your story, Naya. Real.
Oh, I love y'all so much. Love y'all so much.
Get it from me. Love y'all.
Everybody in here, let's go hard. Let's love speed. Many know thank you, bro.
Let's get it, family.
Mogul Mates,
Love
everybody.
y'all to life.
Love and light. Yeah.
God's and light
family.
Good.
It's love.